Ladies and gentlemen, we have been hearing the rumor, the speculation, the innuendo for quite some time now about when OnePlus was going to not only release a foldable phone, but when would that foldable phone be released in the United States? We have heard that it is going to be a rebadge, if you will, a slight redesign, perhaps is a better word, of an upcoming Oppo Find N3 type device. But today in this video, I can share with you something I think is quite exciting because we have a look at what this device might actually look like. Now, I must tell you straight away that this is coming from this individual here, and I do not know the provenance beyond that. Okay, I do not know how trustworthy of a leaker this person is, but I'm seeing this be picked up already. So I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, of course, and we're going to go from here. I do think that this is a very believable render, but here's what we have from this Twitter user. Based on information from, I'm going to go with Shisher, something like that, I drew a concept for the OnePlus Fold. Of course, we know this is going to be called the OnePlus V Fold, at least as far as the trademark filings would indicate. He's got his information from a trusted leaker, and they have settled on this design for now. However, the release is said to be Q3 of 2023. This is absolutely the case. OnePlus actually showed this on stage on one of their big screens at one of their presentations. They showed this on the stage. I believe this was for the last OnePlus flagship phone release. Some sort of silhouette of a folding phone on the screen. And they said Q3 2023. So this is accurate. So there's a possibility the design changes could happen in the future. So let's take a look at these here for a moment. And what I think you're going to see is that this looks very, very similar to the latest OnePlus flagship. We look at the website here for OnePlus. This is the OnePlus 11. You have that round camera bump. Now, instead of having it way off to the side, they have it center mounted, which I think makes a bit more sense for a foldable device to have that camera circle centered there in the middle. One thing you're probably going to notice, though, is that square camera lens, which is a telephoto lens, and not just a telephoto, but a periscope telephoto lens. And this goes back to a rumor that I reported to you guys a few days ago from someone that I can say has been an accurate leaker, Digital Chat Station, who posts frequently on the Chinese social media website Weibo. They mentioned that this thing was going to potentially have, according to what they had heard, a true periscope telephoto zoom lens. So we're talking about potentially 5x or higher optical zoom, something that will make Z Fold users potentially blush. Of course, these colors are anything but official. This device has not been announced, but we can kind of take a look at what some OnePlus-ish colors might look like. Personally, I think that green color does look really, really interesting. We have this sort of whitish tan thing going on there. I think all of these look very, very good. Hopefully, we don't have to wait a whole lot longer to get more and more information about these very exciting upcoming devices, because Q3 may seem like it's a long time away, but as we head towards spring and Q2, it's really not that much further away, guys. And we know from the world of smartphones, talking to you, Pixel Fold, the closer we get, the more and more these leaks do come out. So I'm going to be very interested to see if this device does indeed end up looking like this, if it has that periscope telephoto zoom, which is going to be absolutely incredible. Future Shane actually has to step in here very quickly because since finishing this video, something new has surfaced. We're going to take a very quick look here at Digital Chat Station, Digital Chatter over on Weibo, because they posted this. 8-inch 2268 by 2440, 120 hertz, internal and external front 20 megapixel and 30 megapixel cameras, 50 megapixel IMX 890 OIS main camera, 48 megapixel IMX 581 ultra wide, and then a periscope LO7D122. That means very little to me. 4505 milliamp hour battery and a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 ultra thin and light. Now you may be asking yourself, what device are we talking about here? Because they don't really say, and if you go to his page and scroll through until you find this post, there's no real context around it that tells you exactly what we are referring to, but those specs do line up quite well with some of the rumored specs for the Oppo Find N3. Of course, this is the sequel to the Oppo Find N2, which is reported to be where OnePlus is starting when it comes to the OnePlus V Fold. This is the device, their starting point that they're going to then customize to make the V Fold. I want to point out one interesting thing here. So the Oppo Find N devices have always been known for their short, compact size when they're in phone mode, and the fact that when they are opened up, they are much wider and shorter than your normal foldable device, like something like a Z Fold. This, however, points to an 8-inch tablet display rather than 7.1 inches. I'm going to guess that something that I don't want to happen is happening. This device is going to be getting taller and therefore having a more narrow aspect ratio. I don't want this to happen, but it appears that that is what is happening. And I think we have pretty good reason to expect that this will be true of the Find N3 as well as the OnePlus V Fold. Now, I do want to point out these specs do seem very strong overall. I'm extremely excited to see a periscope camera in a foldable phone. Hopefully, we don't have to wait too long to see this device and the OnePlus variant launch in the United States. Guys, subscribe for more news and content just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friend.